should be closer than friends.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we will be talking about how I found out I was a side piece. And if you're noticing my hands, I literally just found this out like 5 minutes ago of another video that I was making. I tried self-tanning for the first time and it said like test a part of your body to see like if you have allergic reaction, and I didn't think it worked, and I was like, this shit I paid money for and it don't work. Like I was literally about to complain, and then I saw this and I was like, oh, just kidding, this shit really works. Anywho, you guys, so I'm putting it out there though, I had no idea I was a side chick, nor would I ever want to be the side chick, and anytime I find out anything like this, I tell the other girl that, you know, her man's trying to mess with her. 1 second, please. I let them know, like, you know, that their man is trying to cheat on them. So, grab your drink. Sorry, somebody was talking by. Grab your drink, grab your cafecito. I sound so gringa saying that. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab your soda, your water, whatever you want. Because get comfortable, guys. Get a snack. Because we're about to get really juice for bed. I don't know what I'm saying. I get nervous when other people see me recording. Just get what you need to be comfortable to enjoy this story. So, going in, right, gonna give you guys some backstory. I used to go to Retro Fitness a long time ago, and I used to go with my best friend, and she went to that gym more than me. So, I didn't always, but I kind of saw this guy from time to time. He was good looking, you know, very, very good looking to me. He looked like he kept himself up. He was just like, he looked like he was trouble, but he looked like that hot poppy. I was like, ooh, spicy. Okay, like, you know, he was like my height. He wasn't really tall. I'm 5'5", just for reference, okay? But like, I wasn't like whatever at that time. I didn't have a standard of being tall. But you know, he had muscles, he was tan, he was Spanish, he had tattoos, so I was like, eventually I stopped seeing him, right? But I had followed him. I requested him on Instagram, and his thing was private, so I didn't know I had a girlfriend. And then I didn't know, whenever he accepted my request one day, like I saw a picture, he posted a picture, and then I saw he had a girlfriend. I was like, dang. And I just didn't unfollow him because it wasn't like I was about to like message him or anything, but it was nice for me to just look at him low-key, you know, like admire him from a distance. Right? And he switched gyms, and it was funny because I switched gyms too. And he posted a picture one day, and I was like, wow. And it was like some time, and I was like, wow. I was like, why do I feel like I haven't seen him post in a while, or seen him in general? So I checked out his page. Tell me why all his pictures of his girlfriend gone. So I was like, how long has it been since I looked at his page? I feel like it was like maybe not that long ago, like maybe 2-3 months ago. But hey, stuff happens. I don't really know how long. It could have been 6 weeks, it could have been 2 weeks, it could have been 2-3 months, but it could have been no more than 3 months, honestly. So whatever. So I do my research, because I'm not trying to be that chick that like tries to, you know, slide in someone's DM, and I'm not that type to slide in a DM. I'm really not. But like, he was really that cute to me, where I was just like, wow, like I really should try to shoot my shot. And so I'm horrible at flirting too. I never slide into DMs, so I slid my best that I could into his DM, because he had posted a picture on his story. That's what caught my attention, is because, you know, when you don't post a while on your story, and then when you do post, it'll be like, hey, so and so just posted on their story for the first time or in a while, something like that, around those lines. And that's what notified me. And then after I did my investigation, my little FBI stuff, that's when he posted a picture of him, and I sent like a hard eyes, yeah. And then I was like, no, let me take it back, and he already saw it. So it showed that it said seen, and I was like, oh, cover yourself up, girl, don't seem thirsty, because I didn't want to seem thirsty, but I didn't know how to flirt. And I was like, oh my god, how do I approach him? So I was like, sorry, wrong emoji I meant to say, because I can't say wrong person, come on. right? So I was like, sorry, wrong emoji. He's like, oh, what emoji do you mean to send? And I was like, I didn't think this far. So I was like, I meant to send the winky face. And he was like, I don't know what you're trying to insinuate with that. I'm like, I don't know either. And I was just upfront. I was like, honestly, I suck at flirting and I'm trying to flirt here. I'm sorry. I'm really horrible at it. He's like, it's cool. And then he was like asking me stuff like, what's my name? How old am I? You know, all that stuff when you try to get to know each other. Yeah, that's what we were doing. And I asked in that, I was like, oh, do you have a girlfriend? And he was like, no. Okay, whatever. So we talked for like, I want to say like 2-3 weeks before we actually hung out, and our conversations kind of started getting boring and a little dead. And I was like, but I really think he's attractive and he seems like a genuine nice guy, kind of from what I've seen, right? But I think it's just more like I was attracted to him, and I was just like out of a bad relationship like 5 months before that, 5-6 months before that. So I was like, he ain't shit. So this one is like, wow, be an upgrade, upgrade. But yeah, so I was just like, like, let me just see, like, whatever. So I hung out with him, but like, here's the thing, like, I worked at night. I would close at my job, and at the time I was getting out of work at like 12:30 at night, like midnight. So like, it would be hard in the morning. I'd be going to school, so like straight from school to work. And he's a cop, and he's a cop in the city, and the part of the city he worked in was probably like an hour drive. Yeah, like an hour drive. So he would get off of work at like 11 and get home around 12ish. So it was like, like, there was no good time. And then I tried to be like, well, what about the weekends? And he was always busy, or he would be working, and it just didn't work. And then he was like, hey, like, maybe you should just come over and watch a movie. Try to pull the Netflix and chill. And I was just like, I'm not trying to do Netflix and chill. Like, I don't want to get the idea and like, like thinking that I'm that kind of girl, because I'm not. And he was like, no. He's like, it's not like that at all. And of course, I've heard this line so many times, but I don't know how he finessed it. I'm the queen of rolling eyes, by the way, guys. If you have not realized that in any of my videos, I roll my eyes. I don't even realize majority of the time when I roll my eyes, literally. But it's normally in a good time when I roll my eyes, or when it's from some bullshit. But whatever, he finessed his way with me. And like, he was like, no. And the same line that a lot of guys use is, we're adults, what happens. We let what we want happen. Like, shut up, you're an F-boy. And that's what he looks like, a straight F-boy. What also attracted me of him is like his swag, his style, because he has like that, like, he's into it. He takes care of himself, always clean cut. But I think you have to be when you're a cop too. But whatever the case might be, he kept himself well, and he was up to date with the kind of clothing style that I like, what's the right word? I'm trying to think, because like, I don't use all these words. I just like the style. It's like a hype beast, hype easy, whatever. He's into the hype of the style. Okay, he'd wear Supreme and stuff like that kind of stuff, kind of like a sneakerhead kind of thing, which I kind of am ish. Okay, anyways, besides the point. And if you hear the rain, sorry. Obviously you can tell I'm in my car, but I like natural lighting. I think it better than from like my ring light in my room. Anyways, so yeah, so whatever, I was like, fine. So when I went over, no, we did not do the deed, guys, but like, we were in there in his room watching a movie, and like, he went to kiss me, and I was like, I'm so nervous too. And I'm like, oh my god. And it was okay. Oh, I forgot to mention, sorry, it was literally like when I got off of work at 12:30, and he had just gotten off of work, and he convinced me. So I was like, fine. Stupid. Right, so whatever, went over there. Nothing happened though, except we kissed, right? He wanted more, and I was like, no. He tried, and I was like, no. And he's like, okay. Like, he did push it. It's like, okay. Like, I was like, maybe, because guys will keep trying and trying. Like, after that one time, he was like, okay. you know. So then we kind of kept talking, and he wanted to chill again. So I was like, and it was the same thing. Like, he was just like always wanted to do it at night. And I was just like, I could tell something's sus. So I have a friend who they went to high school together, so like they're friends. I'm pretty sure they're the same age group. Yeah. He's my guy best friend. So like his friends, since they went to the same high school, he has friends that are in the guy that I was crushing on's friend group. So, and I told him about it. I was like, hey, I was like, do you know so and so? And he was like, yeah. I was like, he's like, why? And I was like, I mean, I don't know if you'd call it talking or trying to talk, or we are talking. And he was like, I'm pretty sure he has a girlfriend. I was like, I thought so too, but I asked him, he said no. And I checked his Instagram, and I researched, guys. Like, I even checked his tags and didn't see nothing of a girlfriend. He was like, all right, I'm gonna ask my boy. Now at this time I was working 2 jobs. So in my mall job, there was this one guy that I liked, but he was a F-boy too, like major F-boy. That's another story. Oh yeah, that one's a crazier story than this. Okay, he tried to make me his side chick too, and try to have me know I was his side chick. Anyways, come to find out that the guy from work was actually used to be neighbors, like recently neighbors, because this guy just my crush had just bought his own house. That's also, I was like, wow, you're doing stuff with your life, like you bought your own house. Goals, right? But you know, he was like, oh, before he moved, like he literally was my next door neighbor. I've known him for like almost like all his life, since they were kids. And I was like, wow. He was like, but I think he has a girlfriend. I was like, you should know of all people if he has a girlfriend, because they were pretty cool. And he's like, I'm not trying to cock block. He's like, I'm just gonna tell you, I'm pretty sure, I don't remember ever hearing they broke up. And I was like, he's like, I'm just letting you know, he's kind of an F-boy. And I was like, all the signs, guys, all the signs, right? So whenever my friend comes back and tells me like a few days later, he was like, so I found out apparently he's still with his girl. And I was like, and I didn't know. I really was just like, maybe they just weren't up to date that they did break up. Maybe they just recently broke up. I'm stupid. Right, whatever. So eventually we did hook up. We never became a thing. This is with time, not like time, but time. Okay, like I didn't do it like the first or second time or anything, but you know, eventually happened, whatever. And then like he kept asking me to hang out, and I was like, you know, like I want something to progress from this. I don't want to just be like this thing, like friends with benefits. I was like, it's great and all, but like I'm not here for that. Like I want more. And he was like, oh well, you know, like I don't want that honestly right now. And I was like, okay. I was like, so I'm just gonna cut my losses. And he was like, okay, I understand. And I wonder why he wasn't looking for a relationship, because he was already in one. Sorry, it really bothers me when people lie and cheat. Clearly, if you haven't seen from my other story times. Anywho, so whatever. So I would post like stories, and I was at that time, I was like in my prime of like super snatched. Like I was really skinny, which I'm getting back to, okay, just putting it out there. But I was like really on my gym grind and stuff like that, so my body was flat, okay, with the nice thickness of where it belongs. Bottom heavy, just saying. But yeah, so you know, like when I'd post pictures on my Instagram or my Snapchat, he would always be like, hey, come over tonight, let's hang out. I'm like, no, I told you, dude, like this isn't what I'm about. He's like, okay. Eventually he got the hint and like stopped messaging me about it, right? And he would just send hard eyes, not say anything else, and I would just like what he wrote, like, you know, double tap it. So one day he posts a picture, right? And I'm like, I don't know what, a comment caught my eye. Must have been God hinting like, girl, you were the side piece, right? A girl commented, Zaddy. And girls always commented under his pictures like of hard eyes and all this other stuff. I wasn't one of them, because I'm not gonna be thirsty. I like your picture. If we're together, it's a different story. But no offense, no shade to anybody who does that, but I don't. So whatever, I saw a girl post and I was like, I just feel like no girl would just say that unless like you have something. I was like, maybe this is his new boo or something. Maybe he decided I want to be in a relationship. I click the page, guys. Lo and behold, he's been in a relationship with this girl for like 3 to 5 years. Like years, not like, 3 to 5 months, a few weeks. No, years. And I looked at the dates of her pictures, and it's so funny. Like, all his pictures are just of him and maybe some are with his friends. And I saw that, like, he posts pictures of himself. Like, he had very aesthetic photos, and she did too, and they were in the same locations. And then she would have pictures where it was just her, and then all of a sudden in the same location be them together. And I'm like, wow, they were together for years. Now I was like, wow. So I didn't know though, but she didn't like tag him. That's the thing. Like, so it didn't show when you like hit, like, you can see when people are tagged in photos on Instagram, it didn't show that way. So I'm like, what the F? So normally I will message the girlfriend and be like, hey, your boyfriend was talking to me, or this, that, and the third, trying to talk to me and see a relationship, because this was already like 2-3 months that had passed already. So I don't know during that time that me and him were talking and messing around, if they were like on a break or something. And I was trying to get it messy enough. I knew for sure that they were together, then I would have said something, but I didn't, and I wasn't trying to cause drama. And I was like, you know what, it's already done. I don't want to insert myself and be like whatever, and then like it be this whole thing. Like, I'm just not about drama, but I'm also not about to let somebody get cheated on. But when I don't know the whole thing, that's different. So like, if I would have seen it when me and him were like having our thing, and I saw her Instagram, then for sure, definitely with a heartbeat, would have slid into her DMs and be like, girl, your man is a big cheater. What that? But then I kind of like tried to peep her page a few months later, and she deleted all the pictures. Yeah, I'm a creep like that. I just wanted to see, and that. So I mean, yeah. And I saw that they weren't together anymore. So that is the story of when I found out I was the side chick. I've been trying to be made the side chick a few times, so I'm gonna let you guys hear those stories some other time. But if you guys like this story, thought it was interesting, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, and follow me on my social medias. Alrighty? Take care, guys. Stay safe. I love y'all all. Sending all my love to you guys. Alrighty. Bye, guys. Take care.